Allah'tan kızı getirmişim yanımda. Yedek oyuncu var. Gel diyor, gel.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes. دق عليها لو كاين راه كيطلع engineer. Everyone is engineer. Here I am engineer. Full top. He's engineer too. Expert. He is engineer. But all people are engineers. سمير سمير لونسي اي طلع صاحبي طلق ليا بديت وي طلقوا
Hello Philippines, hello world. Welcome to the Max Sport Pink Ladies Week match between the Filipinas and the Harami Starlets from Kenya. We are live at the Emiran Stadium, Turkey, and on One Sports Plus and on Pilipinas Live app. I am Mariel Benitez Havillana together with my partner Natasha Alquiros Deto. And there's a good look at our two teams for tonight as well as our match officials. This is our starting lineup. Tasha, what can you say with Coach Mark's 11?
On start, we have McDaniel on keep. The back three is the same with Beard, Long, and Coward. One change as Harrison is not in the first 11, and in her place, it's going to be Quesada.
That's right. And as we take a look at Kenya's or Coach Odemba Beldini's 11, is there anything we know about Kenya? This is the first time we are playing against a team from the African or the Confederation of African Football. And what do you think we can expect from tonight's match?
Well, based on rankings alone, we are ranked at number 39 while they are 151. Kenya has actually, based on what we know about them as well, is that they have been inactive for quite some time. So it's going to be anyone's guess on how they're going to play today. But based on all stats, this should be a game for the Filipinas.
That's right, and there's a good look at our captain, Hailey Long, as well as Ruth Ngozi of Kenya. And our match officials for tonight, Melis Ozidem as our main referee from Turkey, assistant referees Abdullah Bora Ozkara and Murvet Yavuts Turk. As our fourth official is Omar Faruk Turtay, all from Turkey. This is the second match for our Pink Ladies Week, our friendlies for this window. And based on last match against Jordan, what were your thoughts in that game, Tash?
Of course, congratulations to Serena Bolden. She scored a brace, gets 30 goals to her name, top scorer for the Filipinas, and a great outing to see a debut for Janae DeFaggio, who was really spectacular on that right-hand side. Just the versatility of this young player and the quality that she showed to really bring up the level of an already high-leveled Filipinas.
That's right, Janae DeFaggio on her second cap in this afternoon's match. Obviously, we saw her with that assist just in the second minute with Serena Bolden scoring that header in the second minute of that match. And, you know, exciting to see in the lineup a lot of young players from the youth, the under-17 team who has also moved up. And we're hoping to see some action in this game against Kenya.
And also just the fact that this core team has been together for so long. You have the likes of Long, Exvik, Savitsky, and the players like Bolden. But then every year, every time that there's a window, we continue to add on players as well of great quality and great caliber, as we said, as DeFaggio, but at the same time, introducing our youth team players to the national team as well and exposing them to that level, making sure that the younger players get to have that great transition back to the Women's Open.
That's right, and it really is about experience and, I mean, how these youth players who have been standouts in the youth national team and then get an experience to play with the likes of Serena Bolden. I mean, the girls that they look up to in the senior squad. So hopefully they get some playing minutes in this match against Kenya. As we take a look at Janae DeFaggio. And of course, I mean, you know very well, Tosh, no, even if they're ranking at 39 against a team at 151, they're bilog ang bola. So anything can happen in this game. And we know from Africa, they're really very physical in their football. And I think that's something that we will be expecting in this match.
Definitely. Once a whistle starts, once you're on the pitch, anything can happen. It's never a sure win. But again, if you go back to the caliber of our players, where our players are playing at the current moment, this should be a win for the Filipinas, but at the same time, a great way for them to test out the new system and style of play of that Coach Mark is asking from them, which is just a more aggressive and a riskier Filipinas. Instead of the very safe way of four in the back, now they're doing those central back threes.
That's right, and as we kick off this match, obviously the Philippines in their blue and red kits and Kenya with their green and white with red and black trimmings on the attack now as Long to Serrano, sending back to Olivia McDaniel, who has had 13 clean sheets so far. Defazio, back to Beard. And what can you see here now with the Philippines? A lot more confidence in terms of ball possession?
Definitely. Also, we have the caliber of players to play this system wherein you have 3 solid central back defenders in Beard, in Coward, and in Haley Long. And actually, in this lineup, as you see, Giyu is playing more on that left-hand side, and Quesada, Serrano are playing on that higher up the pitch.
Kenya now with the ball. Mutukiza on that right flank as she sends the ball straight to McDaniel. And a quick play here for the Filipinas, but Giyu just could not keep it in play as the they're called Harambe Starlets. There's a good look at Coach Mark Torcaso, who in his interview seemed to be very happy with how the girls played in that match against Jordan. And I think ang maganda dun sa interview niya, of course, with Jing Hamlang being there with the team, he's been able to send those interviews that he wants the girls to really make progress. It's not just about scoring 3-0, but it's getting the new system in play and improving in every match.
And that opening fixture seemed perfect to try on again, as you said, this new system for them. You have players on the wing, the width players as Defazio and Harrison in that first game. They really were able to maximize the space on the sides, on the depth. And then up on top, Bolden, Giyu, and Serrano playing a more narrow way, but they were so much more creative. It's not any more range, it's more of a fluidity in the way that they move, that they change positions, and the way that they create attacks.
That's right, a lot of demand on these wing backs. As Jessica Coward, birthday girl, gets a touch on the ball, sending this forward for the Filipinas. Cross inside to Bolden. Not much power there, and an easy pickup for Anady Kundu.
But a great show of the movement from the Filipinas. Again, able to pass and ball in the attacking third, connecting up on top, passing it to Giyu, getting a cross inside. Very similar to how we scored against Jordan.
And it's really having that combinations, creativity for the Filipinas. And like we said, we want to be an attacking team. And here we see Bolden getting called for an offside position. So Serrano on the left side of Bolden.
And of course, as we increase with that ranking as well, our style of play also needs to evolve. Gone are the days that we are the underdogs of the tournament. We are now the team to beat.
That's right. I mean, how exciting it is for the Filipinas. Long pass here for Kenya. As Beard sends it back to McDaniel. Good through pass, Serrano looking forward. Bolden receiving by the half line. Back to Long. Xvic sends it to the right. Giyu. Sarah making that run. And some pressure there from Kaari. As Kenya tries to get some possession here. Long diagonal pass. Just enough for Defazio. Great pressure from Mutukiza on the right flank. She gets some space. Good cover from Long. And that's one thing new, I think, for us to see. For the Filipinas to have such confidence to make those passes straight to the middle.
Definitely. How we can build up possession from the back, how confident we are to start from the goalkeeper, keep things short, neat and tidy, and to keep possession.
That's right, Savitsky looking for the through pass to Serrano. Anadi Kundu plays for Police Bullets in the Women's Premier League of Kenya. Kenya with a movement here. Sends it back. Serrano putting in the pressure. Long pass forward. Long. Sends it back. Exvic versus Nyabuto. Nyabuto sends to the middle. They get a shot. And Kenya building some confidence here with the ball possession. Kaari looks for the long inside the box. And the shot! And Kenya scores early in this match.
It was a great goal from Kenya. You saw that it was coming as well. Right before that, there was also a chance on goal, giving them, Philippines, giving them that space just outside the box to take those chances. And again, poor defending for this moment.
And I think this really would be a wake-up call. Let's take a look at the replay.
Kenya, 2 players inside the box, 3 actually. They get the better of it. Goes inside the middle. Beard is already beaten. The third player right behind her. Coward's a bit on the wider side. And this are, of course, the things that you kind of expect that you'll need to adjust to playing with just a back 3. That's, of course, what you give up when you play with 3 central backs as compared to the 4 in the back, is that coverage you have in the back line.
That's right. Philippines down 1-0 now early in this match as Serrano tries to put the pressure. And the Philippines moves up to put their pressure here. There's a good look at Masaka. Savitsky. Quesada. Looking for Giyu. Short passing here, covered by Kenya. As they send the ball back to Kundu.
Kenya have been very lively since the start of this matchup.
DeFazio. Great pressure here from the Filipinas. Serrano. DeFazio gets beaten. Good recovery from Beard as she pushes forward. Savitsky. Back to DeFazio. On the left flank. Beard. Back to Haley. Haley sends it forward. Serrano. Finds Exvic. Quesada. Sends it to the right flank. Giyu with some space. Sends the cross inside the box. And an opportunity here for the Philippines.
Better and quicker movements from the Filipinas. Able to connect those passes up on top, take advantage of the width, and get that cross inside.
That's right. And I think in this kind of formation for the Filipinas, you have 3 on top putting in the pressure. Like what you said, we have 2 with Jackie and Sarah as the anchor. And it really exposes with our back 3 once our flanks are really high up, putting the pressure and are on attack.
That's something that, let's say, with the number of players that when the goal happened, when the wingers are caught out and off position, you'll need much more coverage from Exvic and Savitsky to cover in the back line as well.
That's right, as the Filipinas try to create something here. 10 minutes have passed in this first half. Giyu on the right flank, getting some pressure.
But also interesting to see Giyu playing on that wing position. I know capability-wise, she's very capable, but you also have to say, what is her best position as a player?
That's right. So in this formation, with her ability to attack, she is really being used as a wing back. And
The last game she played as a 10, and then in this game now she's playing on the wing, playing on the right side. The Fajo now was moved to the left side, so a lot of changes.
Beard trying to keep it in play. But I think that's the beauty of these friendlies.
Exactly.
From the last time we had our friendly, it was back in April when we played against South Korea, April 5 and April 8. And then a long break before these girls see each other again. So this is definitely a welcome break and friendlies for the Filipinas. And I think, we've been playing for so long and we've been, avid supporters of the Filipinas and women's football advocates. And it's just so exciting, I think, that we finally get an opportunity to play against a team like Kenya, a first for us to play against from the Confederation of African Football.
Definitely, and when you talk about as well their recent results, as you said, with the U17 as well, despite that long inactive moment, they seem to be on the climb as well nowadays.
That's right. Kenya, a U17 team, just defeated Mexico 2-1 for their first victory in any FIFA tournament, and that got them qualified for the U17 Women's World Cup. So interesting that there's a big lull of inactivity for the seniors, but now we see them also developing their youth players. Mutukiza, the goal scorer, playing on the right flank. Beard back to McDaniel. Long pass to the right flank. Great control and idea. Quesada against the captain Ngozi. Sends it forward. Long, forced to come out. Fasila Adiambo. Dispossessed. Filipinas again with possession here on the mid-third.
Great and composed movement there by the captain, Hailey Long, to win back possession.
And yun yung nakita natin, Tosh, that when Giyu was forced from the attack in the transition, it was really Hailey who would have to track that runner. Good through pass here. A little bit too strong for Quesada. Yes, Anidi Kundu gets some breathing time here. Here's a good look at the bench of the Kenyan team. Tifazio.
Few of her passes just haven't been as crisp as they were against Jordan a few days ago.
And would you think, having pretty much the same starting 11, Kenya here again with an opportunity. Great save from McDaniel.
Quality work from Olivia McDaniel. The shot from Mutukiza, forcing Olivia with that save.
Beldine Odemba giving some instructions here. Mutukiza, rather, on the corner. Headed away by Serrano. Savitsky could not get to it. Mutukiza, rather. Apologies for that. But she has the one who's been active on the right flank and on the attack.
Definitely, you could really see her speed on full display. She was also one of the players that played really well against Russia in their match fixture just a few days ago as well. They lost 4-0 to them, but you could see the speed that she had on that right side, and that's really where a lot of their attacks were coming from.
That's right. So do you think that because of the setup of this Pink Ladies Week, Kenya has had 2 friendlies. They had one against Chinese Taipei where they lost 1-0 last October 23. Then they played Russia October 26 where they lost 4-0. And then they have this third final match for their friendlies, which is against us. Having 2 games, you think that has helped build their preparation against a team like us?
Definitely, especially after being inactive for a while, to have that extra game all together. And if most of them as well play in their home league, it's also easier for them as compared to us, wherein the players are really playing all over the world. So the only times that these girls get together are during the FIFA windows.
That's right, and that's the reason why it's also very important for us to have these friendlies or these training camps where the girls can get together and, you know, just train together, have new players come in, get to play with the more senior players of the Filipinas. Good read there from Beard. Dispossessed though, forced now as the Philippines tries to clear this away and find some possession. Giyu, Coward, Long, Beard, back to Beard. With some space, looking forward. Serrano, dispossessed on the turn, tries to win it back. Bolden. And it's just 2 or 3 versus 1 in that instance.
And the physicality of the speed, of course, of our players are really put on full display.
At yun din, buti ang Filipinas also being able to put in the numerical superiority in that sequence as Quesada tries to get to the ball. As we take a look, Bolden holding on to her left leg. 30 goals after last match against Jordan where she scored a brace. 52 caps for Serena.
And also just where she has played Japan and Australia, as well as now playing in Italy.
Try. I mean, you know, the level that she is in now and the exposure she has definitely has, you know, from the time we've seen her, her improvement and progress just really up the ranks, if you can say. I wonder if there's like statistics out of her 30 goals, how many have been scored via header?
Oh, it was the most important one was a header.
That's right. Utukiza sends the cross. Kenya getting an opportunity here. You can just hear our coaching staff calling out 20 minutes into this game. Coward clears that away. Opportunity for the Filipinas to regroup here on defense. Kenya, long shot. And I think yun yung delikado from the players of Kenya that we see. Once they get the space, Tosh, they take an opportunity. I mean, they can take shots.
Definitely. And it seems like we're actually pretty slow in closing them down. We're giving them a few seconds on the ball, allowing them, especially just outside the box, allowing them to take a touch, to look up, figure out they have that space and time, and take those shots.
That's right. And I think yun yung delikado. Pag may konting space where you can push and take that shot. DeFazio all the way up here on the left flank. But I'd like to ask, do you think at this point, because we've used the same 10 out of the 11 players, that there can be a fatigue factor?
That's possible, but we also made a lot of substitutions. By the 60th to 70th minute, we were already making substitutions. So a lot of these players were also able to rest.
That's right. So
Wiki, Bolden, DeFazio played, let's say, 60 minutes, 65 minutes. Serrano and Guiu were also taken out eventually.
So as we take a look, Nasaka, number 3 of Kenya, restarting it for them. As the Philippines tries to put the pressure here, Sarina Bolden, but just could not get to that ball. Kundu playing it short. Long pass forward. Could not keep it in play. Guiu tries to take the ball through the middle. Wins the foul.
And a player like Guiu, so good. So much speed on her, very technical and creative. But again, it makes you wonder, is that the best spot for her? Making her have to do so many runs back as well.
Try Quesada here trying to get to the ball, and it really, so far in these 23 minutes that we've played, we're trying to see the Philippines push for the attack, but all these passes forward are still trying to find the connection with Bolden, Serrano, as well as Quesada. Kundu. Through pass, Long is there. Gets it here to the mid-third. Back to Long. Coward signals to send it back to McDaniel. Beard. Quick pass from Serrano. Bolden powers through. 2 versus 1. Great idea. As Serrano gets a chance here. 2 versus 1 again. Top of the box. Exvic. Miscommunication there.
That was a great work in transition. How we were able to bring that ball up from the defense, from the goalkeeper, create those 1-2 passes, create the chance up on top. Just being clinical in the final third, yun na nga lang yung kulang at the moment. We have our chances. We've gotten crosses inside, through balls inside as well, inside the attacking third, inside the box of the opponent. But it's just the finishing or the quality of that last touch.
That's right. And I think yun yung magandang i-point out ngayon with the system of how the Filipinas is playing. Because maybe there are people who are just watching and saying, we won 3-0 against Jordan, which is a higher ranked team, and how come 25 minutes in, we were actually 1-0 behind Kenya? And I think it's good for you to explain to those who are watching the Filipinas now the kind of system that we have that really builds up from the back, trying to find those through pass through the middle, having Sarah as well as Jackie as our anchors in the middle, and then those runners on top. I mean, how different is this from what we've seen them previously?
First of all, let's say like with Coach Allen back then, played with a back four. So that's also a big change. Instead of having your two wing backs who play lower and two central defenders, you're now playing, as I said, with a back three. Your wingers, you're demanding more from them. You want them to take up that width off the pitch, so you want them to be able to bring the ball up on top, but help in the coverage in the back as well. Again, you also have your attacking three players. And as you said, the two holding with Sarah and Jackie. So it's a lot of adjusting also to this new system or this new style of play. And not just that, of course, introducing the new players as well, like Defajo. First time to play here, Giyu. And the first game played as a number 10, now playing as that wing back position.
So it's really rotating these players, trying to find their best position with a system that Coach Mark is trying to implement.
Yes, and just in every game, not everyone will always be available. So
Serrano.
Does the system work when you change the players and the pieces who are playing in those positions?
I mean, that's right. And I think in that previous interview of Jing with Coach Mark, he said, they are getting the system, but it takes months, not just 2 to 3 weeks or how many days they've had together. It really takes months for them to build that, to be able to run the system as well as even gel together as a team. And so hopefully these games that we're seeing the Filipinas play, we see the glimpse or the snippets of this system, and somehow they're able to run it. Meanwhile, Long sends it back forward as Serrano hesitating there, who knew that she was in an offside position.
But that was good work as well from Kenya in that first 15 minutes when the game hasn't settled down, and we haven't settled down at all, to take advantage, to play so quickly. Off the bat, they played really quick. They were able to put themselves in a good position and to score that goal against us.
Serrano again with an offside position as the Philippines tries to send that ball forward. And that's right. I think I agree with you, Tosh, when you say when Kenya scored in the first 8 minutes or 7 minutes, and we always talk about it when we cover matches, how crucial the first 10 minutes of the match where both teams still try to find their momentum or their pace. And for you to be able to take advantage of that really allows you to carry on that pace or the momentum. Long pass forward here for Kenya as Olivia is forced out of the 6-yard box. Long to Coward. Philippines get some space to push forward. Golden.
And you have to give it to this back line of Kenya in the last few minutes. Kaadi, Ngozi, Ann, and Asaka have been playing that offside trap really well and are getting the better of the Filipinas.
That's right. So, it really is up against this disciplined back line of Kenya as our top 3 players with Serrano, Bolden, and Quesada trying to receive the passes. Quesada finding Beard. Long, looking forward. Savitsky not happy with the call.
That's not something you want to see. We're having possession, you pass the ball back, and then when you send it long and high, we lose possession.
So far, we've really seen the Philippines try to get it through the flanks, through the middle. Long pass forward for Kenya. As Lavender Akinian of Kenya gives up a foul here. As we take a look at this replay, long pass forward. This was that goal on the 7th minute. And a one-touch there from Mutukiza.
There's a cross inside. They get that first touch, the second as well. It was 3v2 in that occasion.
Kaari with that header from Okwaro and a quick turn from Mutukiza.
It was a great finish by Kenya. That quick touch, first time turn, and finds the back of the net. It was great work from them. As we said, that first 10 minutes from Kenya, they really pressed high.
Mutukiza getting some space. Sends it back. Forward. Takes the strike for Akini.
Just keep it simple. Play back there. Simple. Calm.
And the Filipinas trying to figure out how to defend the Kenyan team once they're in that mid-third or attacking third. Great ball forward. Bolden with some space. Takes the shot. Just gets it off target.
It was one of the best chances that we've had moving forward. Just very direct, through ball down the middle, able to break the line, through ball again to Bolden.
But those are the through passes. Meanwhile, here's Kenya on the attack again. Mutukiza sends it back. They get some space. Akini, short pass here, top of the box. Good read from Giyu to disrupt that attack as Bolden has dropped down to help out. Long finds Savicki. Beard. And Filipinas tries to slow down the pace here with some possession.
Beard to attract the Kenya players to come out off position.
Quesada, Serrano. Back to Savicki. Defazio gets it through. Serrano with a cross. Tries to win it back, sends it top of the box. Exvic is there. Looking for Giyu on the right flank. Mideva passes it forward, dispossessed, but a foul is called on the Filipinas.
I'd say at the start she was giving the advantage, but before that fall, actually, you could see there's a small tug from Exvic. And when the advantage didn't happen, that's the only time that the referee blew her whistle.
As we see Melis Ozikdem, the main referee, having a word with Sarah. Bolden with a header clears it away, just enough for Kenya to win back possession. Nasaka finds Mutukiza. Up against Defazio, sending that long cross. A little bit too wide.
But you're also seeing this formation as well of the Filipinas in full display, let's say, against a stronger team. Compared to the game against Jordan, you have players now, they're having to do so much more defending than they had to in that first game. So now you're seeing the effects now on having DeFazio and Guiu have to go all the way back down as well.
That's right. Meanwhile, Guiu with an opportunity. Serrano. Yes, Mariel Serrano getting a more active role here for the Filipinas. Kundu. Great anticipation from the Filipinas. DeFazio on the left, looking for that pass. And straight into the hands of Kundu.
Serrano went down on the challenge on her, but no whistle was blown.
Nyabuto with a good turn there. Looking for the right flank. Beard up against Mutukiza. Again on this right flank of Kenya with a cross. Filipinas. And it's an own goal from Hailey Long. Unfortunate for the Filipinas as she was tracking back. And it looked like it was from Cowart who was trying to clear it away.
But that was a great ball from Kenya's Mutukiza. Again, we pointed her out as that speedy player down that wing. And as we said, when the wingers are caught off position, it was Angie Beard who had to go all the way, try to get her on that right-hand side. She gets a great cross inside. Cowart tries to clear that out of danger. Good work from Mutukiza to get the cross inside. As Cowart tried to clear it in, unlucky it hit Hailey Long before it rolled in the back of the net. 2-0 now for Kenya.
That's right. It really has been a challenge here on this right flank of Kenya with Mutukiza up against Beard. As the Filipinas find themselves 2 goals behind after 38 minutes of play. Guiu looking for the cross. Long pushing forward. Guiu dispossessed as Hailey finds herself tracking back, and Guiu clears that away.
And when you think of the scorelines, 38 minutes in, Kenya are up 2-0. But we aren't being outplayed. It's just that Kenya's chances are finding the back of the net. And the Philippines' chances just not even troubling so much for Anedi Kundu, who's had a very quiet first 38 minutes.
Right, but you can say, Tash, because we want to be a more attacking team, it exposes us defensively.
Definitely, especially, as we said, with that back three, and if your wingers are caught up high, especially when you're coming from an attack and they're not in position.
And so far, that's what we've seen with the challenges for us, for the Filipinas on defense. Cowart, great through pass in the middle. Quesada looking for Guiu with a cross, far post, and a chance. What an opportunity there for the Filipinas, but a save from Kundu. DeFazio making her presence felt.
It's a great cross from Guiu. DeFazio takes it first time. The bounce down before the keeper makes the save.
Good pass here, but Bolden coming from an offside position. And syempre, it's easier said than done. That skill of DeFazio, the timing for that volley. Here's a good look at that goal of Kenya.
But even if you take a look at it from that far angle, when they were on the attack, behind those two players, if let's say Hailey didn't get that ball that was cut back, there were 3 men right behind Hailey as well. So far we're getting caught on those quick transitions from attacking back to defense.
That's right. So we find ourselves 2 goals down, 41 minutes in this first half between the Philippines and Kenya. As the Philippines try to find that kind of fluidity in their passes on the attack.
So far, passes, a lot of passes have been too heavy, a touch too heavy here and there.
Kaari.
But Defaja, whether she's on the right in the first game or even in this first half in that left-hand side, you can really see the quality that she brings.
That's right. You gotta love the way she positions herself, the timing that she has. Beard, through pass. Well read, but a foul is given by Kaari. And this is a good spot for the Filipinas to send players forward as Beard takes this one. Yes. Angie Beard waits to give the signal, looking for the runner. And our referee, Ozigdem, gives her warning. Beard chips it inside. Long makes the run. Kenya tries to clear it away. Giyu on the right keeps it in play, but wins this foul here. And a little bit rushed, I would say. Quesada with an opportunity now inside the box. As Nasaka eases the pressure, but straight into the feet of Beard. Bolden. Dispossessed. Kenya sends it back. Pressure from Quesada. Kundu sends it to the mid-third. 3 versus 1 from the Filipinas. Quesada looking for the through pass.
And so far, a lot of the times, we're also really beat out on the physicality.
And I think that's something that we had expected against an African team, that there would be a lot of physicality or a lot of challenges in trying to win the ball.
And that reminds us, of course, that they have to be quicker. They have to be that much quicker when they have the ball. Because once there's a body on that behind them, there's a chance for them to lose that ball when they lose out on that physicality.
Filipinas switching the ball from right to left. Defazio finds Sarah. Beard back to Jackie. Quesada, big touch there. Nasaka looking forward. Mutukiza back to Nasaka. As Kenya also tries to regroup and build up.
Kenya, of course, you're so quick to close down, especially the players up on top, putting the pressure behind them.
3-on-3 situation there as Beard wins that ball and sends it forward. Bolden getting some physical challenge there against Anne.
You know Kenya's been doing their homework as well. Bolden has been a marked man all throughout a lot of this game.
So alam nila, pag nakuha niyang bola, you can instantly see 2 people drop and take her. Beard gets it just enough for Kenya here on the attack. Mutukiza again on the right. And it has been Saviksi who has tracked back down to cover Beard.
And it's very disappointing, 2 set-piece opportunities in a row. One on the right-hand side when they took it quick, but the quality just wasn't there.
Quesada, Serrano, back to Saviksi. DeFazio on the left flank.
When you have those set-piece opportunities and you're losing 2-0, why are you rushing these moments? You have to take advantage of these set-piece opportunities, especially in the attacking third.
That's right, 2 minutes of added time here in the first half. And for sure, Tash, what adjustments do you think should the Filipinas be making at halftime?
You'd say that most probably the top 3 players as well. And it's just more of just letting them know it's that the time that they have on the ball is not as much as they think. They need to move faster. And the passes, just the quality of the passes, they just haven't been as crisp. So when you include in plus the physicality of Kenya and the speed that they have, is that we need to take care of the ball when we have possession.
So a lot more aggressiveness from our players as well as quick passing. We did see some glimpses of those first or one-touch passing on the flanks.
And that's when we beat them. And that's when they had their chances up on top.
As Kenya finds a bit more possession here. And of course, as I say that, they lose it. Good defending from Beard. But still the pressure from them.
But
Nasaka.
you have to give it to Kenya. They've been relentless all throughout that first half. They've been rattling the Filipinas, putting high pressure on them, beating them on the physicality and the speed as well. And of course, gave them those 2 goals.
That's right. Goals from Mutukiza on the 7th and an own goal from Haley Long on the 36th minute. As we take a look at the replay here.
It was a great ball from Kaari in the middle, finding Omondo before it hits Mutukiza. Gets a great turn to it. Look at that. Those 3 crucial touches, 3 moments, fine margins, and they're able to find the back of the net. While we haven't found our footing yet in that first half, first 8 minutes, they took advantage of that opportunity and found the back of the net.
That's right. And I mean, when you take a look at that, you really see Long and Beard being drawn to that right side. And this was that second goal. Again, Coward and Long with their man, but facing our own goal. So with that deflection, puts Kenya 2 goals up. And just unfortunate for us to be tracking back and giving up that own goal on the 36th minute. So 45 minutes have passed, 2-0. Kenya takes the lead. We will take a short break. When we return, we'll bring you more of this action from this Pink Ladies Week. Don't go away.
Richman Mustafa, Richman.
You gave us a sheet. You guys gave us a sheet that had this player on the on the bench. I don't care. No, I don't care. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Mate, you know the rules. You should know the rules.
This is wrong. She's not playing. She's injured and she's playing.
Welcome back to the McSport Pink Ladies Week match between the Philippines and Kenya. And after 45 minutes of play, it is 2-0 with Kenya taking the lead. And Tasha, what do you think, I ask you again, for the second half, what can we expect from the Filipinas?
I'd say we'd expect now a second half with more adjustments for them. As we said, when we took a closer look again at those goals, it's about those responsibilities that each player has as well, and how we need to be faster when we transition from attack to defense. As we said, on those 2 times that they scored a goal, we were caught off position. So those wingers, they were playing up high. So who covers that space with that back three? Is it the 2 center midfielders? Who will be the ones? Because you have a double pivot, 2 number 6s with Sarah and Jackie. So they were caught like flat-footed as well. So who drops down in? Who creates that support with that back three?
That's right. So in the second half, we hope for the Filipinas to bounce back as Kenya makes a substitution at halftime. Purity Alukwe, number 17, joins in this match, replacing number 9, Rebecca Okwaro. And again, Mutukiza on this right flank, sending the cross. Or was that even a shot? As we see the fresh legs for Kenya, number 17.
And also it's how they close down Mutukiza. She has been their danger man. She has been that speedy player. She scored the goal in the 7th minute. She also caused that own goal in around towards the end of the first half.
That's right, on the 36th minute.
So she's definitely a player that they need to be able to close down quicker. And as well as on their attacks, need to be much more crisp with their passes.
Long having a bit of a trouble here, getting some pressure. But Olivia McDaniel puts a stop to that.
Again, Hailey Long, this time around, just caught with too much. Again, that's what has been the problem as well with a lot of her players. Thinking that you have too much time on that ball, you have to move it around much quicker.
Yes, the Filipinas trying to find their footing here in the second half. Long pass forward. DeFazio gives a throw in here, looking for Exvic. Back to DeFazio. Exvic. Through pass forward. Serrano with a cross and a shot here for the Filipinas. So close from Katrina Guiu.
That was great work from the Filipinas. That ball from Exvic on that left-hand side, through ball, finding Serrano. Serrano gets the cross inside to Guiu.
So close for the Philippines to get on the score sheet here. But a corner for the Filipinas.
Livelier start for the Filipinas as compared to that first half.
Left-footed cross, or corner rather, from Serrano. Guiu quick to regain, trying to regain the possession here. Transition for Kenya. At narinig natin si Coach, sinabi, you gotta win it. And that is right for the Filipinas. We have to be winning those first ball.
Definitely, we have to be more aggressive. We have to match the pace of Kenya.
Cowart looking for Quesada. Nyabuto. And Quesada wins a foul here. As Quesada, 63 caps for the Philippines, 23 goals. Can she add to that tonight? Beard looks forward, headed away by Kenya. Mutukiza again on the right flank. Look at that speed. It really has been a challenge for the Filipinas. She gets the cross. Enough for Savitsky. And I think yun yung in-explain mo kanina, Tosh. Long pass here. But going back, that's the one that you were trying to explain. That kailangan may isa kay Savitsky or kay Exvic to track back down and help out on defense, so that Beard, Long, and Cowart are not overly exposed.
Definitely, they have to fill in those gaps, especially as we said, when DeFazio and Guiu are caught up on top or in transition while they're still up on top. They have to be able to fill in those blanks and those gaps.
Yes, Kenya again using Mutukiza to send in these crosses. Beard deciding. Missed pass here. Dangerous with that clearance. But good recovery here for the Filipinas.
Great work from Jackie. Just great movement from her to win back possession.
Savitsky.
You can see now she's actually, so far from what we've seen, that she's been the delegated person to drop deeper as Sarah plays a little bit higher. So parang siya na yung nagiging person that has to cover the spaces in between when the back three are wide.
That's right. And siya ngayon ang kumukonect dito sa back three at nag-i-insert sa mga spaces or gaps between our defenders as Beard gets some space to push forward. DeFazio again on the left flank, looking to connect. Serrano, can she get there? Dispossessed by Akinyi. Gihu trying to win that ball back. Ngozi. Coward wins it back but loses that ball on the mid-third. As the Filipinas tries to put pressure here. Bolden.
High press now from the Filipinas, trying to close them down quicker. And again, this time around, forcing that errors. It's something also that you didn't see so much of in that first half.
And substitutions here for Coach Mark Torcaso. Kaya Hawkinson getting introduced in this game, as well as Alessandria or Alex Carpio, who we saw in that last match for Mariel Serrano.
You're most probably going to expect Giyu to play higher, most probably, and for Carpio to play. Ayan, narinig pala natin si Coach Mark.
That's right. So, ito na ang substitutions ni Coach Mark. There's DeVasio on the right side now.
Jordan and Yüksel told them no bus available. All the
As
teams and they are going to make teams and no.
Kenya gets a set piece here.
And as you said, so now you have them playing on the right side. Let's take a look first at the best chance that we had. Giyu,
Just so close.
definitely, that was a great through ball from Sara to Serrano. Serrano gets the cross inside. Kung may goal line technology lang tayo, we would have known for sure, 100% sure if that went in or not. But play to the ref's whistle, and at this moment, no goal yet for the Filipinas.
That's right. And 54 minutes in this match as the Philippines tries to get a goal here. DeFazio losing possession.
As you said, that movements. Now DeFazio on the right-hand side. Carpio playing on that left. Giyu plays the number 10 role now, with Quesada and Bolden up on top.
Quesada. As Bolden now putting the pressure on Ann.
You know, when they have only local transportations and the bus was not available, it's normal that we need to find solutions.
And it is
And we cannot
Kaya Hawkinson playing the midfield role together with Sarah Egsvik.
What he told me? What the team will tell? Bring the bus is your problem. He told me, here is my problem. Bring me bus. I'm not praying at this time.
55 minutes in this match. If you just joined us, this is Mariel Benitez Havillana together with my partner Natasha Alquiros Deto, as Kenya has taken the lead on the 7th minute from Mutu Kiza. And on the 36th minute, Mutu Kiza also with that cross, as our defense had tried to deflect it and scoring an own goal. Filipinas with a shot. into the hands of Kundu. As Beard tries to send it all the way, Gilyu, you could see already putting the pressure. At ito yung sinasabi mong position where you feel that she's most effective.
Definitely. So let's see now the adjustments being made. Now that you're taking away the defensive responsibility from Katina Gilyu and just putting her in a more attacking role.
Kaya Hawkinson as well in the midfield, taking the place of Jackie Savitsky. 19th cap for her, as Kenya also tries to send this all the way to McDaniel.
Olivia McDaniel, of course, has been solid in the back. There really wasn't much that she can do about the 2 goals that went inside.
And there is Carpio. And if I'm not mistaken, Alessandra Carpio was actually in one of the tryouts for the U14 back in 2016. But eventually did not get to play for the youth national team and has finally been in the radar of the Philippines. Here's a chance for the Filipinas. No one to receive that cross.
That was a great look at Carpio getting that cross inside the box. Just no one there on the receiving end. But just to create those problems up on top, the fresh legs being introduced in this matchup is definitely needed, especially to match, as we said, the speed that Kenya have been showing all throughout the past 57 minutes.
Here's a replay, long, putting the pressure there. Filipinas a bit more lively this second half. Again, across, or an opportunity from the left flank. And that is what Alessandria Carpio is bringing in to this game. 3rd cap for the Philippines. Plays for Oakland Soul in the U.S.
Just a bit more fine-tuning in the quality of the crosses put inside. But as you said, livelier moments for the Filipinas. Better positioning as well.
It's Vic to Beard. Big touch again from Quesada. A little bit difficult to control that pass. As Purity Alukwe also loses that possession for Kenya.
You could hear instructions as well from the bench, from the coach, to move the ball quicker.
And there's a good look at the substitutes of Kenya. Also looking to put in more fresh legs. Carpio tries to go through, crossing it inside. Bolden is lurking. Filipinas with an opportunity here, cleared away by the Harambee Starlets.
That was a great ball inside the box from Carpio.
Yeah, it's the name of the founder.
Bolden asking for the ball. 2 versus 1. Defacio. 3 Filipinas. Could not contain. Kenya tries to transition here on the right flank. Long clears this. And an opportunity for the Filipinas to drop back down on defense.
And we can vary. We don't think I need to hear. Yeah, and he needs to bring a big cup.
And when you see those moments happen, you know, especially when Kenya or the quick counter, it's better, of course, to send that ball out, position yourselves again,
That's right. And you really want to have what we always say, numerical superiority. You want to have that advantage. So it's always easier or a safer way to clear that and reorganize, get more numbers back on defense. Bolden looking to connect to Guiu. Slow to get up. There seems to be a challenge there as the referee blows her whistle. And it looks like another player from Kenya is down by the penalty box of the Filipinas. As the referee signals for some medical assistance here. Holding on to her left foot. Right foot, I think. So we will be having some treatment here. But like what we are hearing now, much better from the girls, a bit more livelier here on the second half. It really is, again, Tosh, like yung sinasabi mo kanina, yung connecting, yung passes from our midfielders or towards our strikers.
Definitely, and in the first half, there were even moments where we had a lot of long balls. And that's something that you'd say that they're not really, they don't do that much. And let's take a look at that replay of just what happened. Utukiza, this could be a chance that just got stamped on there by Olivia McDaniel.
Coach Mark giving some instructions here to Alex Carpio.
And as we said, ngayon, is that the two holding midfielders, they're not flat two anymore. One drops deeper and the other one stays higher. And as well as the adjustments on the wings, putting in Carpio on the left and Guiu playing the attacking role as well. Just much more fluidity when it comes to their attack. And also just that defensive responsibility and awareness. They're much quicker now than they were in the first half. And of course, that comes as well when you're trying to test out this new style of play.
And I think what we want to see now from the girls are crisp passes. They have to get, like what you were saying earlier, they have to get that ball moving quicker. It's Beard. Looks to pass to Carpio. Exvic makes that run on the flank. Tries to get through. And that's what we were saying, the physicality, the strength of these players from the Harambee Starlets. As the Filipinas gets an opportunity here again on the attacking third. And Carpio gets a last touch on that one. As Filipinas puts on the pressure. Kundu.
See, another trouble that will be happening for the Filipinas is that this was a 4 p.m. KO.
Mideva putting the pressure on Long as Haley tries to cover, and just from behind, Mideva takes her down.
Sakay na siya. Papunta sa loob ng box. But as we were talking about earlier, is that especially there on the left-hand side where Beard is that as the sun goes down, you can see that it's hitting her in the eyes as well. So when the long balls come her way, she'll always have to, as you see, she's always covering her eyes as well to get some shade in that.
Medyo mas mahirap pag nasisilawan ka. It is an added challenge to actually see those the flight of the ball. with that glare. But no problem there, sending the long passes as DeFazio, and the handball is called inside the box. And a golden opportunity here for the Filipinas to get on the score sheet.
That was great work from DeFazio to keep that ball in play. And it hits the hand of the substitute, Alukwe.
That's right, Purity Alukwe gets a handball inside the box, and a penalty is awarded for the Filipinas. And it is Sarina Bolden stepping up to take this penalty. 30 goals so far for the Philippines. Takes the shot and seals it for the Philippines. 1-2 as we take that ball and rush it back to the half line.
Great goal from Serena Bolden. Same spot as last time. Same confidence, same power, and at the same time, not savable. So quality work from Serena Bolden. Really just confidence every time she takes a PK for the Filipinas and gets a goal and gets things going here for the second half.
That's right. And yan, I think, yung kailangan natin na added spark for us. And just as I say that, Purity Alukwe bounces back and scores that long-range shot against Olivia McDaniel. And you gotta wonder, Tosh, the reaction of the Philippines from that kickoff.
And you know, after a team scores a goal, that's when they're the most vulnerable as well. And as you can see, they were still shell-shocked. They were still off position. And Alukwe just definitely took advantage of that. There were 4 players around her. Olivia stepped up. She could see that the keeper was off her line. Takes that perfectly. It dips right beyond Olivia McDaniel. And it goes sailing in the back of the net. That was great work from Alukwe. She gave the penalty. And
That's
just
right.
like that, binawi niya kaagad. Nakabigay ako ng goal, magsuscore din ako.
Correct. At talagang yun yung mindset niya. Pag glance niya, she saw McDaniel off her line. And you must check the defense of the Filipinas right now to give that much space. It was 1 versus 4 in that situation for Alukwe to take that long-range shot. But here, a Filipinas with an opportunity from the corner.
And there were 4 players around her, but no one was pressing her. No one was stepping on her. And so she had that time to look up and take the shot. Back of the net, 3-1.
And really, we've said that in the first half, how dangerous it is for these players from Kenya to have that space for the shot. As the Philippines get another opportunity here on the corner, Sara Exvic.
But even the quality of the set pieces from the Filipinas just haven't been always there.
And Kundu just pushing, getting her space. As the Filipinas all inside the 6-yard box. Opportunity for Long with that header, but Kundu is there to save that one. But a third opportunity for the Filipinas on the other side, and it is Angie Beard to take this corner kick.
Jessica Cowart just standing there. Her presence is enough to trouble the defense and goalkeeper of Kenya.
Beard gets it to the far post, headed away by Kenya. Carpio sends it back. Inside, Filipinas. Sarah. As Kundu takes that challenge and is quick to cover Exvic.
In terms of open play, Kundu also has been spot on with making those saves. Even that 1v1 chance, able to get the best of Sarah Exvik.
That's right, Anadi Kundu, who plays for Police Bullets, and we've said that has the defending champions in the Premier Women's League of Kenya. Philippines trying to win this ball back. Akinyi off target.
It's not something that you want to see. This was the chance earlier. Sarah Exvik, there was a handball from DeFaggio, handball to Aluque, and the beautiful penalty from Serena Bolden, who just racks up the tally for the number of goals that she scored for the Filipinas. But in 1 minute, they also gave away that goal. As we stepped up, the keeper was up, the defenders were there. There's 4 against 1, but no one pressed her quick enough. She had that space and time and took that perfect shot. The ball just dips right behind Olivia, and it's 3-1.
Quick thinking there from Aluque to take that long-range shot. Nakita niya, pag tingin niya, nakita niya na wala sa line si Olivia McDaniel and really took that opportunity. But again, the Filipinas here with another corner. Yes. Sarah Exvik sends it into the hands. Kundu pushes it away. Nyabuto. Beard sends it wide. Exvik again on that left flank with a cross. Left to right and right to left for the Filipinas as Kaari lets it go.
We're getting the crosses inside the box, but just the timings inside the box to get to it just hasn't been there.
Adiambo. Again, Mideva with the pressure. But a composed McDaniel just sends it back long on the right of Coward. DeFazio as Kenya swings it to the right side. Mucho Kiza against Carpio. Can she get through inside the box? Good patient defending from Carpio. As the Filipinas try to ease the pressure. Akini to the middle. Kaari sends it through long against Aluque.
But that was great work from Kenya. Again, they're finding the spaces in between, the half spaces, giving those through balls. You can see there was already a switch for the Filipinas as Coward is now playing that central role and Long playing a bit on the right side.
As Kenya gets an opportunity here for the throw-in. And Elizabeth Mideva inside that 6-yard box, right beside Olivia McDaniel. Kenya sends it inside. Clearance from the Philippines. Needs to be stronger than that. And a substitution here for the Harambee Starlets. Number 12, Lydia Akoth, coming into this game for Lorna Nyabuto. Long. To the middle. Giyu. Back to Coward. She has some space. To the right flank, DeFazio. Just a bit too strong for her to get to it. As the Filipinas puts the pressure here on the attacking third.
There's good pressure from Katrina Giyu.
And so far, when the Filipinas does that, Tasha, nakita natin na talagang nakaka-force tayo ng errors. But how long can we really hold a pressure like that? Or to do that kind of pressure?
Definitely. When we do the high press and we're able to get the best of them, make them create those mistakes.
Inside the box. Miss kick there from the Filipinas. But they tried to clear it. A chance here from the substitute, Lydia Acoth. Not much power as Olivia McDaniel tries to look for a quick exit.
You can see that especially that back line, they're getting tired. The clearances just haven't been as strong as well.
And a bit more possession from Kenya in this couple of minutes. Carpio.
No, if you can open only a little bit. Only not all, but only...
Exvic. Back to Beard. Looking to the side. Coward with some space. Hawkinson. Exvic. And a tackle. And the yellow card is flashed for Nasaka.
Definitely a dangerous play there. Sliding directly at Sarah Exvic.
I mean, anytime your studs are out or open, that is dangerous.
Definitely warrants the yellow card as well.
So who will be taking the set piece here for the Filipinas?
We have Beard and Giyu both on the ball.
3 on the wall for Kenya. Beard with Giyu for the run. And the cross inside the box, a shot from the Philippines. And Long is called for an offside position. And here's the replay.
That's you, JC.
From our angle, from my heart, hindi siya offside.
Hindi siya offside. Hindi natin masabi, but so close for the Philippines. 80 minutes in this match. It is 3-1 with Kenya with the lead.
It was good work as well from the Filipinas to win that set piece opportunity up on top. They played it short to Giyu. She gets that low ball inside. And the scramble falls in the path of Hailey Long.
Long diagonal pass looking for Quesada. Great control from Exvic. Carpio looking to cross. Quesada with the pressure, but a foul is called on her.
Usually the foul is called when one player jumps for it, she doesn't, and just fall, of course, from one of the Kenya defenders.
That's right, and so Kenya, 80 minutes in this game, takes the lead. Philippines at ranked number 39 as Kenya is ranked number 151. But how we see it, I think it's also because they have been inactive, and it's only now or recent in the last 2 years, I would say, that they're finally getting matches in. And that's the reason for the ranking. But this is a first for the Philippines to be playing against a team from the CAF, or the Confederation of African Football. As the Filipinas are finding themselves behind 2 goals. Adiambo with a shot as Kenya now makes it 4-1. And just heartbreaking for the Philippines, as Coach Mark Tercaso looking to find some answers here with a substitution of Nina Matelos coming into the game.
That was great work on that right-hand side. Beard could have done much better closing her down. Just gave her too much space. She beats her, takes a shot on goal. And with that small angle, she was still able to beat Olivia McDaniel and find the back of the net. We're just giving them too much space, as we said, especially when they enter our box or they enter a dangerous area where they can take shots. Kenya have been clinical also with the chances that they have been creating for themselves.
That's right, it has really been this right flank that has proven to be difficult for the Philippines. And of course, we saw earlier Nina Matelos right here with her speed. A player who was a standout in the youth national team. With her speed, has had 3. This is her fourth cap for the senior national team. And let's see if she can get on the score sheet here for this match. Again, if you've just joined us, this is the McSport Pink Ladies Week match between the Filipinas and Kenya, live at the Emiran Stadium in Turkey, One Sports Plus, as well as the Pilipinas Live app. And there is Nina Matelos.
And you think that, of course, at the end of the day, time is running down. Anything can still happen, but at the moment, it's a bitter pill to swallow. Being, of course, with the ranking, as we talked about earlier, Kenya 151 and the Filipinas at 39.
Kundu sending that goal kick wide. DeFazio. Exvik making that cut. And pressure, Exvik already winning the ball here. Matelos. Good effort here from the Philippines. With the speed and that Matelos brings here, but Kundu was quick to get that ball.
Fusion again of the fresh legs in the dying minutes of this match. Let's see the changes that they can make. As we said, nothing is over until the final whistle.
Exvik, back to Beard, looking for that diagonal. Carpio on the left flank. Great pass forward, just too strong, but good idea there.
The ideas have been there. It's just the execution that really is just lacking.
As Beldin Odemba would be happy if the score remains. As Carpio makes that pass to Guiu, but is called for a foul here. As you can see, Bolden taking in the leadership role here, telling everyone to take their man. Exvik. Long. Hawkinson back to Coward and then Long. Long pass forward. Bolden. Good diagonal. Just too strong for DeFazio. And it really has been the connection once we get to the attacking third, Tosh.
Definitely. And when you talk about those chances or those passes, football is a game of fine margins. We just aren't there yet at the moment. As you said, the ideas are there, but the players on top just aren't connecting as well as we know that they can, especially on other occasions.
And Kenya, Beard wins it back here in the mid-third. 3 versus 1. And I think that's what you've been pointing out, Tosh, the aggressiveness of this team of the Harambee Starlets. Matelos up against 1 versus 3.
Just didn't have time to look up or to see that Bolden was running on that right-hand side.
Long pass forward. Beard. Filipinas looking to build from the back. Long.
There were also so many times you'd say, especially at that moment, that passes to Hawkinson. She could have turned.
Mitukuza. And it goes wide. And Mutukiza, rather, has really been the challenge on the right flank. As Akinyi tries to also put that pressure. 88 minutes in this match between the Philippines and Kenya. The Filipinas are down 4-1. But continue to push forward. Carpio with a cross. Great ball. Just an opportunity here. Bolden. As Bolden holds on to her right calf. Definitely not something we want to see. But here's that cross as Bolden jumps for the header.
I'm hoping, of course, it's nothing serious. There wasn't any impact with the other player. It was more of just how she landed.
Could it be a cramp as she gets some help from Guiu?
We saw it again and again. We were getting the crosses inside the box.
And I think when we take a look at this match against Kenya, what would be the key takeaways as we see Coach Mark in deep thoughts, maybe thinking of what were the moments where we could have or what did we need to tighten up, whether it's in defense or on the attack. What do you think should we be focusing on as we see supporters for the Philippines, some family members who have traveled to Turkey to be there for our girls?
And you'd say on the defense, as we talked about it in that first half, it was the two holding mids who drops down, who covers those spaces in between. And then in the second half, another problem was who closes down, or how quick are we to step up on the player who has the ball, not give them space to quickly close down the players, not give them a chance to take those long shots, especially in ranges where they can.
That's right, 90 minutes. We are on added time in this match.
Don't talk the second part.
And on attack as well, we just haven't been crisp with the passes. Even with the set piece opportunities, we had 3 that we gave away so cheaply.
That's right, a lot to look back and learn from this game as we see Bella Flanagan by the sideline waiting for the substitution. And how many minutes can she play in this game? Again, Beard lost that ball, tries to track back as Kenya so close with another opportunity here. As Fasila Adiambo breaks away and just gets it wide off that post. As Bella Flanagan, bit of a miscommunication there as she joins in to play the last couple of minutes of this match.
When Beard was lost out on that occasion, it's also because she's having to cover so much ground. And of course, nasa side siya kung saan yung number 14, Mutukiza, who has been deadly.
Tried Flanagan, fresh legs, as she gives up that foul against Kaari. At ito na yung sinasabi nating young blood for the Philippines, but 33 caps, 34, make that 34 for Bella Flanagan. 3 goals already for this senior team.
And that's something that you want to see, our young players continuously getting those games, getting those opportunities to get better.
Kenya. McDaniel sends it forward. Kiyu helping out now, trying to win this ball back. Long pass forward for Kenya. Alukwe, one of the goal scorers. Yes, an opportunity here. Akini gets it wide. But you gotta say, Tosh, the Philippines does not lack on attack opportunities. It really is, would you say, that final pass or that final connection on the attacking third?
Definitely, we had our chances. We just haven't been clinical with the chances that we were able to create in the attacking third. And at that chance earlier, when it came to defending, great press. And that press made that angle that much harder for Kenya to take shots on goal. And that's something that you want to see, not just 5 or 10 minutes of the game, but all throughout the game, that you're pressing and you're closing down the players. Of course, everything easier said than done, especially when you're on the counter.
That's right, but again, these are the matches that we need to learn. And that is the final whistle of this match between the Philippines and Kenya, as Kenya takes 3 points in this game, 4-1 for the Philippines, or against the Philippines, with goals on the 7th minute from Mutukiza, 36th minute, an own goal deflecting Haley Long. On the 66th minute, our penalty scored by Sarina Bolden. And then right after that, on the 68th minute, Alukwe scores a long shot before they had their last shot on the 81st minute. And these are the highlights of this match.
And that was a great ball inside. Each of those 3 players, just one touch, back of the net. So that was great work from Kenya. As we said, we only had 2 players inside the box. There's another look at it again.
And you can see that Beard was also drawn out.
Definitely, as we said, she was drawn out, but none of the players, the midfield players, were dropping in to cover that space or to cover those gaps. Here's the cross in, and the Filipinas were just caught against the run of play. So we were facing our own goal The clearance of Coward wasn't the best. And again, it also hits Haley Long before it goes in the bottom left corner. Olivia had no chance as well of saving that one.
As we see the handball here from Purity Alukwe, as Serena Bolden gets to take the penalty kick because of this call.
That was great work. The cross inside, the header of Serena, and DeFaggio just being confident and strong on that.
Yes, Serena Bolden makes it 31 goals for her, representing the Philippines. So composed and experienced from the penalty spot.
Confidence, power, placing, all in one Serena Bolden when she takes those penalties. But literally in just 1 minute from the restart, from the get-go, Alukwe able to alleviate her mistake and find the back of net. Again, there was 3 players around her, but no one closing her down quick enough, allowing Alukwe to take a chance. Olivia was higher up and the ball dipped perfectly right beneath her.
That's right. And just those instances. This was on the 81st minute as Adiambo,
again, defending-wise, giving them so much space, allowing her to take 1, 2, 3, cuts it, makes herself some space. In that small angle, she was able to hit it in that perfect spot towards the bottom left corner. That was great work from Priscilla Omondi and from Kenya as well. The Filipinas, as we said, will be back to the drawing board. And of course, at the end of the day, you learn much more from your losses than from your wins. Will be a bitter pill to swallow, but it's much better that you do it during moments as friendlies rather than losing out in tournaments.
That's right. But again, this team here, 1 win against Jordan and 1 loss against Kenya. Something or a lot of things to learn from these friendlies from MaxSport Pink Ladies Week. And so we await again for these girls to get back together in the next window for hopefully more friendlies for them to play together. But once again, thank you for joining us and watching the MaxSport Pink Ladies Week. From our game producer, Moon Puerto, my partner, Natasha Alquiros Dato, this is Mariel Benitez Haveliana saying thank you for watching and please do keep supporting the Filipinas. Till next time.
leo tuko viwanjani tunawaombea Wakenya wetu wameshinda. Na nini Philippines wamechukua moja, bendera yetu ndio hiyo. Very happy. Julio, hata tugombee.